Matt Holmes, and so he will have a huge support out here as we head through all 10 boroughs and head back into the finish in Manchester. Look at the crowds out here, Rob, for a local rider like Matt Holmes to be riding through this sort of noise. This is going to be a special day.
It's, as a bike rider, it's part of what you do. It's part of why you put that number on your back, to be able to race in front of crowds, especially local crowds. It just takes you to another level.
Kern Baumann on the front. You see Lasse Norman Hansen right on the wheel. And a few shout-outs as well. Thanks for getting in touch again. Sue Church over on Twitter, just saying hi. Coming in to the first sprint of the day. We're not far away from that one now in Hazel Grove. 142.5 kilometers to go. Our leaders going through here. So Vignobo on the front, Matt Holmes, Gabs Kaleik on the back. So Matt Holmes as well on any of the intermediate sprints throughout the day today. He's again just got to try and chip away at the gap to Mathieu van der Poel. Van der Poel again will be hoping from the teams that are assisting in that chase. Jumbo-Visma, so they will help keep this advantage at a manageable level. Going out on a Saturday, getting into the spirit of the Tour of Britain, coming through today. Vignobo again, multiple days. Again, when we look through the breakaways of the week so far, Gabs Kaleik tried on occasions to get up there, so it's good to see him finally making it into one.
Yeah, he's been in some small little breakaways that haven't stuck, but not in the one that's actually gone on the road. So yeah, he's done well to get in there on the last day, which shows he's in great form.
Of all the days to get in the break, though, when you're at your most fatigued, and there's only 3 of you.
Yeah, some riders like that, though. You know, that's when they do actually go. Oh, yeah, here we have the sprint.
Up to the sprint, Matt Holmes is going to make sure he takes maximum points through this one. So it's Holmes from Kaleik and Vignobo through there. Matt Holmes pulls back 3 seconds, so that now puts him at 1:27. So we'll keep track of that one as we go through the day today. And just to explain, if you're new to cycling, when we talk about the virtual leader, and that just means the accumulative time that Matt Holmes has lost to Mathieu van der Poel throughout the 8 stages. When you get to this point, if the race stopped now, the time for Matt Holmes here, it would mean that he would win the race overall, but you've got to get to the finish with now 1:27, more than 1:27 seconds.
Yeah, unfortunately for Matt, it's 140 very difficult kilometres to come. As one of the VIP vehicles just goes through. We've got a little bit of this with nice open sections of roads, and then we've got a bit of a drag coming up, but it's quite open, straight roads for a while. A few technicalities here and there, but we're out of those kind of the country lanes. It's more urban now for quite a while.
Confirmation there of your sprint result in Hazel Grove. So Matt Holmes takes 3, Gabs Kaleik takes 2, and Emil Vignobo takes 1. How important, you've both spent a lot of time up here. Rob, you were part of that Great Britain team that's really sort of launched the track program. When the velodrome opened and everyone kind of came here en masse, how important has this area been for British cycling?
Absolutely hugely important. It was obviously the Manchester Velodrome, which was opened at the back end of '95 now, and then the funding came in '97, and that was where the academy was set up. And it's not just the British. When you look at the British level, as we've got a 90-degree left here, as we head down in towards the A6, and then we hit Hazel Grove proper, and then the riders will take a right-hander. But yeah, very important. And these roads, the track team, the track squad, the men, the women, the juniors, the para squad. In fact, we But there's a lot in the area. Dame Sarah's story, we actually head up past her home almost in a few kilometres. That's where everyone's based. But then the academy, the original academy, so the likes of Mark Cavendish, Ben Swift, Ian Stannard, Geraint Thomas, they have all been based on these roads in this area. So even those who aren't racing here, if they're watching, they'll know that a lot of the area that we're covering today. It's hugely important area for British cycling, not just on the track and within the British jersey itself, but for a lot of the British pros out on the World Tour scene now, and Grand Tour winners.
That's a bike.
That is a bike. They are amazing, the penny farthings, aren't they? When you see penny farthing racing, have you ever seen a penny farthing racing?
Have you ever ridden one?
They go full gas. I've never actually ridden one.
I'm
no.
too short to ride.
You know the film Speed,
yeah,
where it gets up to speed and then it can't stop. Well, that's like that. You can get on them, get going, stopping. No, you need help. Well, I needed help.
You just have to jump off and let it go.
I mean, even with my legs, I struggled. Russ, don't even go there. You'd get a nosebleed up there.
I can't even touch the floor on my bike, so I've got no chance on that thing.
I've watched a criterium round London on the penny farthings, and now the modern penny farthings as well have got proper tyres and all that, because some of those leading them over in the corner.
Are they a penny farthing or are they an old ordinary? Because I tell you what, if you get it wrong, it'll be a little bit like that llama conversation we were having the other day.
Yeah,
a llama or
we don't know which.
But they are, yeah, absolutely phenomenal. It's a sight to behold. These two riders, though, on the front, Kern Baumann and Lasse Norman Hansen, what a job they have done this week. There's Lotte Sydal all lined out. Team Sunweb here, Case Boll. Great lead out into Birkenhead Park, and it was Mike Turnison that led out Dylan Groenewegen, and Case was saying afterwards that he was satisfied with his sprint. He did everything that he could possibly do. Katusha Alpecin, you can see up there as well, Alex Dowsett and Niels Pollitt. We're going to take a short break. The gap is just under 3 minutes.
Power through motion.